should be working, right? Yeah, we have it. Yes. So let's start working on things. Okay. So remove this and clear dash eyes. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to make a language for myself. So I've been using Odin for a while and I really like Odin, but most of the times I just want a simple thing that I can use because I'm curious. So one of the things that I don't like about C is the fact that it requires you to use headers, right? So you need to include the header every single time, and you also have to create the header. So one of the things is I want to make a C-ish language that has most of the features of C, but has other things like improved things, if you can understand what I'm trying to tell. So I have coffee and time, so I'm gonna start it. It's going to be written in C, so yeah, let's start. Main C, yes, and let's start by the making the hello world. Standard IO, .h, so main, first of all. So if I'm not mistaken, printf hello this and world. This needs to be like this. 0. Let's cc that show main dot c double extra double w error, and if I main, it works. Okay, so to make the our lives easier, pretty much everyone knows about this guy, but yeah, the knob.h header, let's clone it. No, I don't want to clone the fucking repo, just want this thing. So wget no, so knob.h, and I just copy it here, and now I go in here and knob.c. For fuck's sake. So in here include standard IO, include knob, and define knob implementation station. So int main. I think this one requires the actual arguments because knob will use it. Like v and return 0 in here. Knob, go rebuild yourself. Yeah, that thing. So now we need a command. So knob isn't cmd. What does it accept? Doesn't it accept yeah, knob command? Knob cmd. Let's zero initialize it. Now we cmd append into cmd cc and just do a bunch of this. So batch o main and main.c, then the flex double extra double o and w error, so it errors on warnings. At the end we just cmd run, right? cmd, so if it doesn't, it just returns 0 1, right? I think that's correct. So now we cc that show knob and with knob.c and we run knob, so it should be working, right? So I can now do knob and main and it works. Okay, so first part of a fucking language, we need to create a simple example and read that example. Let's start by doing that. So we go in here and so let's make examples. No, it's a folder. Yes, and here we need something like the main one, ch, and that's it. So in here, what do we want? We need to first import the module. So I'm going to use a system similar to Odin, where you first specify the collection, then the file that you want to import. So yeah, so in my case, standard and then IO, right? But use this maybe. No, just use this because it's easier. So then we need to create the function itself, main, and another thing that we need to get care of it is current node. So C requires you to have a length besides an array, because you can't really tell how much elements are in the array. So we need something like slices, which are also a topic of many modern programming languages like Odin, Rust, so on. So it will be like this, right? No, not like this, but like this. So it's a sharp pointer slice. This will denote a slice instead of an array that pretty much decays to a pointer, but yeah, it's mostly syntax sugaring. Then we need to return 0. So this is the basic example. So let's start by tokenizing it. So let's remove this shit and go into main.c. So we need to open a file first of all. So let's start by include standard lib, maybe. What is it in standard lib? I don't remember. I'm not been programming in C for a long time. So and open fopen standard IO. It's in standard IO. Okay. So it's already in here. So how can we do this? So one of the things that we need to be worried about is memory usage, even though we can just use a bump allocator. So yeah, just use a static bump allocator of some megabytes. It probably won't. Yeah, let's just use char, but char isn't really the thing we want. Assign char. How do we type def in this shy? So we type def the type with the name. So assign char with uwait. Right, so uwait. Oh no, C already has that, right? So we have standard int. Then we have uint 8t. Yes, that's it. So bump memory, and here we do memory. So this is going to be on static. Yeah, so since that, so we also going to need a cursor. This we will use a uint 32t cursor, one cursor, and she's 0 as well, and then int pointer. So in here we're going to return the pointers to it. So we alloc bump allocation. So the size, so size t, the amount, and in here we need to return the pointer but offset the cursor. So the void char, the pointer itself is holding coming up. So we need to take bump memory, bump memory plus bump cursor. Since uint 8, it's just, oh, this is kind of I don't remember much about C, but I think that, yeah, I think that this will work, because since this is an i32, it might offset this by 4 bytes, not just 1, if this is 1. But yeah, let's see it. So then we do bump memory plus equals amount, bump cursor plus equals amount, and then return the pointer itself. Right, so we define the memory as being 1024 a kilobyte times 1024. This is a kilobyte, so 1024 is 1 kilobyte. This is it's something like this. So this is 1024 bytes, which is a kilobyte. This is 1024 kilobytes, which is 1 megabyte, right? Bytes, kilobytes, megabytes. I'm doing define. So we have it. And I think that's it. So now let's start by thinking about so blog. We can now open the file. So let's start by int argc and int char argv. So this we can remove, and let's first, for fuck's sake, it's trying to use C++ from a C file. So if argc does not equal 1, is less or equal, it's less than 1. If it's less than 1, then less than 2, right? Because it has a program name and then has the argument that we want, so we need 2 itself. If it's less than 2, we just return 0. Then we can take the program, which is argv, give reverse it, and then add 1. So after this, we need to, we can print the program just because. So program name, press S, and then prog. Then we should have our file name. So sharp pointer file name is the same thing. We just offset argv by 1, and we should have the program name. So printf file name is s and bbb. That's pretty much it, right? So knob and main. So if I do examples main ch, then we have it. Okay, so it's working. Now we need to load the file, get its contents, and start parsing it. So for that we are going to use fopen, ftell, and fread. Pretty much it. So let's start by opening the file. So a file, which is the open, I don't know, f equals fopen, and it takes the so it takes the file name and the actual thing. So we only want to read the file, we don't need to do anything else. So if not f, we just return 0, and we can print f failed to open file and file name. And now it works. So at the end we can just close, close, right? We have close and close. Yes. So now that we have this, we need to do if not. So we need to tell the size. So we do ftell return the control position of, so fseek. So we seek and fseek, and it takes the stream, which is a file, the offset, and once. So f0 and then seek end. Does it return anything? The rewind function returns no value. Upon success, fseek, fset pause, and ftell returns the current offset, otherwise -1. Okay, so fseek. So but does it? Yeah. Okay. So int res, if res does not equal to 0, we just printf failed to fseek, and that's it. Return 1. Here is 1 as well. So then we need to ftel, which now we need fsize size, which is ftel. ftel, it returns a long, but yeah. F. So ftel, then ftel returns a long, not an aside one. So yeah, can just use long. Then. So now that we have that, so we have long size ftel. So now we can create get a pointer to read into. So we need to use void pointer mem. So we can say contents, not, and the contents will bump be a lock this size, right? So now that we have the size, we need to read into it. So we go here fseek, so we can do res equals fseek f0 seek curl, which curl set, seek set. So seek set Linux. Seek set is seek f6. Position read write when use the file reset is equal 0. Yeah, so seek set to 0 will return it to 0, I think. So same thing as here. You can't really do anything else. So then we can fread we need to fread into the pointer, right? So it reads a chunk. Yeah, I think that it's like contents, the size of the oh, I can't tell it. It's the size of each element. So the size of element. So you int 8t, and then the size of how much element, and then the file itself, f, right? So mem fread. So size is, yeah, so it's the other way around. So it's size and how much, right? So it reads n items of data of size. Yeah, so it's right. So it returns the amount of items read, right, equals the name transfer only when the size is 1. The return is a short item count or 0. Okay, so I can, what does it return? It returns size t. So this one returns size t. So size t red equals, so can we assert, yeah, we assert red equals size. Yeah, so let's just try to, okay, so mob, yeah, we are trying to so this one I'm going to long it. Okay, what happened? Oh, it worked. So f contents you can just do this and print f/s. I think it's something like this, but I'm not quite sure. And then we can do int size and the contents itself. And this I can just, and it should work. Oh, it didn't. It didn't, because it's probably like this. Yes, so it worked. We have the contents of the file. Now we just need to start tokenizing it. Let's start. So now that we can tokenize it, we can make a struct maybe. So we can say something like type def struct tokenizer. I don't like it. I hate this style of fucking declaring types. So we need to contain a pointer to the data so we can later access it, right? No, we need, can I just knob the A? Yeah, I can use knob. So let's start by saying type def struct token, which contains a shared pointer of a source, so a lexme, right? The correct representation in code. Then it will have a token type, which is a type of itself, and a token location, which is the location, right? Then we can type def it again and struct token lock, which, for fuck's sake, so token lock, it will have an int for the column, int for the row, and the file name, which is just file name, is a sharp pointer, right? That's it. So the token type, so type def enum token type, and the token type itself is token type. We, in this example, we have identifiers, right? We have string, we have a digit. It's not really a digit, it's more like a number, maybe int number, because it doesn't contain any floating point things. So open and close of those things, so open parent, close parent, open square bracket, close square bracket, then the open curly, and or close curly, right? And we also have that thing. So how is it that called? So is this asterisk? No, called quanker, an asterisk. Yeah, asterisk. So we have a semicolon as well. Semicolon. We have letters, and it's pretty much it. Okey-dokes. So now we need to have a list of tokens. So tokenizer is type def struct tokens is a pointer to token, which is the data. Or is it called? I think it's just data. Items. So items int cap and int when. I'm pretty much sure that that's it, but I can go into knob.h and knob da knob.h knob da reserve, which takes capacity. So it's not cap, it's capacity, and items da capacity items, and append, it takes items count, and that's it, right? But now when I create one, if I da append, it goes to da reserve. Okay, so it calls da relock. So it calls da relock. Relock is a function of, does it have arenas? Tempo walk, tempo name, relock. No, he always uses relock. Fuck. So relock needs to copy the data. It also needs to get a new pointer. Since we are using a bump allocator, it's kinda easy to implement because we just need to copy the old data into a new part of the bump allocator. I'm pretty sure. So let's do it. So void pointer relock be relock. So it takes the old pointer size, old pointer size t, new size. Right, so we need to first get a pointer. So void pointer equals bump memory plus bump cursor. So this is the end of the last allocation that we did, right? So this is the new one. So this is the new pointer. Why the fuck are you? So then we need to mem copy into new pointer. Oh, but it reawalk doesn't give me the old side. Does it give me? So reawalk. Reawalk gives the old pointer. Reawalk's function changes the size of the memory walked pointed by p to size bytes. Okay, but I don't really have a size from the old pointer. This fucks me over. Because now I can't really use my bump allocator unless I keep track of metadata for the allocations. That sucks. So reawalk array function changes the size of and possibly moves the memory block pointed by p in a large amount for an array of n elements. So it just calls reawalk on n times size. So this is fucking bullshit. I didn't. So but does knob itself as temp. So it has temp awalk. It has 8 megabytes, so I can just use temp awalk. And yeah, I'm just going to use temp awalk instead of this thing. And it's fucking annoying, right? Because I wanted to reawalk, but we can't really reawalk when we don't save metadata about it. So yeah, that's the library that it also arena solving. Fuck. Did it implement reawalk for it? Yes. With new size and old size, but then I can't use arena reawalk for the append size. That's a fucking annoying thing to be worried. For fuck's sake. So let's just use temp awalk. So I'm going to use knob temp awalk here. So it should be working fine for now. Knob temp awalk and define reference to knob temp awalk. Right? Why? So it's temp awalk only? No. Didn't I save? CC in function main and define reference to temp awalk. What do you mean? What? When did I define our implementation? So now I have the actual thing. So I'm going to tokens, initialize. This is the tokens. Another thing that we need is the cursor of we don't need it, I think. So let's call tokenize. So tokenizer lex. So it's a tokenizer, but it's also a lexer, but yeah, fuck off. I don't care. So it will return a boolean. So include standard boolean. Include standard boolean. Bool. Fuck's sake. So it will take a tokenizer pointer, the tokenizer itself, tokenizer. It will take a char pointer for the contents and a size t for the length of contents. Right, so it will return true at the end. And for now, we just say size t cursor equals 0. Okay, so now we can say something like while cursor is less than when contents, we can go through it and do the thing. So we can take the char at is contents at cursor, right? That's it. So we can just for now print f the content of x and apply a +1 for it, and that's it. So now after this I can just say tokenizer, and then tokenizer lex me, take a tokenizer. I hate this size, contents size. That's it. If it breaks, let's say printf failed to tokenize with a new line and return 1. That's it. So tokenizer pointer, so unused parameter. I can just say unused or void tokenizer. That's it. So we get all the tokens, all the characters. So now we switch on the character. So we switch on at. So if the case is so for tokens itself, for identifiers, we need to parse the whole thing. But we also need to take care of different things. So how can I do this? So we also need this, the column, which starts it at 1. We also need the row, which also starts at 1, right? So if it's a space, we do cursor plus equals 1, call plus equals 1, right? If the case is a new line, we break as well, and the cursor plus equals 1, the call equals 1 because it goes into a new line, and the row plus equals 1. For a tab, topos, so does it, so it's plus 1, call plus equals 1, and row doesn't do shice. Then we can just say default printf failed. What can I do this? So I can just say failed to tokenize at return false. Yes, so it's failing to do that. So if it's a letter, so if is letter, is letter is a function, right? So if is letter is letter with C, fuck's sake, bro. Or is digit. Oh, okay, so man is letter. So it has is alphanum. For fuck's sake. So is alphanum chunks alphanumeric languages. Alphanumeric character checks alphanumeric character in the standard C locale. So is ASCII. We're just going to use this alpha for now, because we don't need to start with a number, we need to start with that size. So man is alpha. I'm pretty much sure that it takes the shard. So take add. If it's an alpha, then we do tokenize identifier. For fuck's sake, tokenize identifier. We take the tokenizer, the cursor. So it takes a pointer to a cursor, a pointer to column, a pointer to row, and we, what should it return? Nothing. It will return nothing, else just do this. So void tokenize identifier tokenizer. It takes a size t pointer for the cursor, size t call pointer as well, and size t row. So now we need to say the size t start equals cursor, and we can say by what can I say? So while alpha is alpha unknown, right? Is it like that? Digit unknown, yeah, it's unknown. So that's it. So that's why we also need the fucking contents of the file. So we also need contents and when contents. So a sharp pointer, contents, and then size t when contents. While is often and contents start, right? And start is less than line of contents. We do start plus equals 1. Right, so we start with the alpha number, so it only triggers the identifier tokenization if it's a letter. Then we also check for numbers because it can have numbers, and then we keep checking if it's less than one of contents. So I'm going to put a to do or fix me, because like Marco, this may fail if the tokenizer reads the identifier until the end of the contents. So we can now say that, what can I say? remember. So the token itself, so it also needs a size t int likes me when. So this also needs a fix me here. Use a string with size broader, because like it's getting frustrating. So the token, you can say token equals this, and the token itself requires a location, the lexme, the type. So we can start by saying lexme, the lexme equals contents plus the start. So where we started processing this one. No, cursor. Start plus cursor, which was the actual start of the thing. And then we can do this and transform this into a sharp pointer. Right. Yeah, so this is fucking C. Then the lexme when equals start minus dot cursor. The type is tt ident, and the location is a new one in which it has the file name. I'm going to put this for now, and the column is call, and the row is row, and that's it. No, so like this. You can press this, and okay, so this is a token. Now I can knob, so I can DA append into tokenizer tokens. For fuck's sake, tokens have fat fingers, and the token. sake. So this. So we append the token to the thing, and we now need to update things. So cursor is start, the column plus equals the can I do this? I don't think so, but yeah. How can I do this? So plus equals, I don't think I can do this, but I'm going to try it, minus cursor. I think that's it. Let's check it going to work. Yeah, failed to tokenize the thing. So in here I can just say for t in tokenizer tokens count. This is a fucking pointer. Oh, it doesn't have this. For fuck's sake. So for int I equals 0, if I is less than tokenizer tokens count I plus equals 1, and then we can say like printf stress d, and then tokenizer, so can say this, something like this, right? So is it? Yes, it's like that. So fuck, and that's it. So tokenizer tokens at I likes me when, and tokenizer tokens items I likes me. So these text items. So int, yeah. So it need to be an int. Yes, so our first token is import. It's right. So let's now do the same for the fucking string. So case this break. So if it's that, so we tokenize string. We take the tokenizer, the contents, the line contents, a pointer to cursor, a pointer to row, to column, and a pointer to row. Then we do void tokenize string, tokenizer pointer tokenize, sharp pointer contents, size t line contents, size t pointer to the cursor. Oh, hi, didn't see. Hi, didn't saw your message, sorry. So we need the cursor pointer, the size t row, the column, and the size t row. How good are you normally at CC? Kinda, this is more like C. I normally program in various languages, mostly in Odin right now, but I'm a hobbyist. I don't work with programming, so yeah. What I was doing, yeah, so size t start equals the cursor itself, and Yeah, so the same thing for the identifier. So while is, so the contents at start doesn't equal to the end of a string, this will break. Start and is less than contents, so here we need to was equals 1. This advance because of this, so fix me. This will break if the string has escaped this, like this. Yeah. So we can just say start plus equals 1. What do you mean? Quang expression result unused. Yeah, because it's a while. So I'm too used to programming Odin, where while doesn't exist. It only exists a for loop, for in, for loop. So a for that only accepts the boolean condition, and a for in that does iterations. So now that I have this, I need to create the token. So again, token equals, so lexme is a sharp pointer to contents plus start, no, plus cursor, and the lexme when equals start minus the cursor itself, the type equals tt string, the lock is something like this, where the file name we don't have yet, so the row is row and the column equals column. Then we do the append with tokenizer tokens token. So now we need to offset the column, so cursor equals start. Did I do, yeah, this is broken. We can't update the cursor before, so call with the run first call and say bro, it's start minus column cursor. What happened? So identify tokenizer. No, it's tokenizer. So that's it, right? So we update the cursor and the column. It should work fine. So we can do something like this. If we fail to do it, we just print. Okay, so we got import standard IO, int, main, and char, but now we can't parse the other things. So we also need to do a start plus equals on here. So start plus equals 1. So this is to advance and also hit the end of the thing. So that's it. So now it's the part where we start to just copying and pasting pretty much, because it's tokenizing single tokens. So this we do cursor plus 1, colon plus 1, and we make a token which is token equals, so we do this and say the lexme equals contents plus cursor lex me when equals 1 because it's a single one. The type equals tt square bracket, and the lock is this. So file name, column equals column, row equals row. That's it. So of course this needs to be converted to a sharp pointer. Do you mean contents? Yes, I mean contents. Also, this should be updated after we make the token, and we then append in tokenizer tokens the token itself. So yeah, that's it. We added that token. It's broken, as we can see, because it's eating a bit of wording. So let me see why. It's probably an identifier, right? Why is it eating? It's eating words, right? I don't know why. I'm going to fix it after a bit. For now, I'm just going to keep it's a close square bracket. For fuck's sake, you can't parse. So okay, so it skipped. It skipped. Oh, right. That it is the culprit. Now it's working. So it was advancing too much. Oh, this is a copy paste area again, where I can just say this is a open paren, just a bit. I need to come in here, private. Came back here. So it's doing this. So close paren. You can't parse an asterisk for some reason. I can just, okay, let's just, did I? Yes, I did. So just copy this again, go into here, replace this with an asterisk, tt asterisk. I'm just copying and pasting for now. So now it doesn't know about the open and close of this. So I'm going to just copy and paste, replace this with this, and replace this with tt curly. So open curly, replace this with this, and close curly. tt close curly. So now we are failing to tokenize the number. Tokenizing a number is pretty much like tokenizing a digit. So let's go into here. Else if is digit at we're going to tokenize a number, tokenizer, contents, contents, and cursor, and row, and column, and row, and that's it, right? So we can just copy this pretty much. So we take this, copy it, and then paste it in here. Say that we are tokenizing a number, right? This will fail as well, but instead of this we just check if it's a digit, and then we say, bro, it's an int number, because we don't have floats for now. That's it. And now we need to tokenize so I'm going to copy this part, open, so I can just say this, and this I'm going to replace it with this, the semicolon, and that's it. So it should now just parse everything up. I think that I know what it's happening. It doesn't fail to, so we can just say this. So since it didn't fail, we can just come in here, replace all the this with dots and geesh. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's it. We did it. We have all the tokens necessary to then parse it. And that's going to be in another day, because I'm already in need to go. So yeah, this may be tomorrow or another day, but for now it's just this. Thanks for everyone that watched. Thanks for I'm Vausi. I don't know if it's here yet, but thanks for chatting. And that's it. Thanks.